While we've grana weep ninny bong, everybody. It's Wednesday, it's 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm Engineer Hoist, and it's time to talk about this week's newsletter in Transformers Earth Wars and talk about the upcoming event this weekend. And guess what? It's just about the 3rd anniversary of the game. That's right, 3 years, can you believe it? And I've been playing since day one of global launch back June 1st of 2016, I guess. And I know a lot of you guys have come on since then, and some of you guys have been maybe even playing since during the beta. And you know, it's just this is the hallmark of a good game. 3 years later, we're all still playing, we're all still excited about it. And I even just looked back. I started making videos on this game on day 4, basically. It was 4 days in, and I decided to do a little review on this channel, and everybody seemed to like it, so I kept doing it. And so here we are. We're having a good time every week talking about Transformers Earth Wars, playing a little bit, cracking some crystals, doing all kinds of stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about the event. And there's a few more things that information that came out. A little bit of information more about the Titans. We find out a little bit more about what they're going to do. Plus, 5-star bots are coming tomorrow, and there's also some improvements to those bots for the 5-star level, and there's been a few other changes to some other bots. We're going to get into that as we talk about the news. Okay, so this week's event is called Anniversary. It's the 3rd anniversary, so but the name of the event is just Anniversary. Actually, it's Anniversary because there's an exclamation point there, right? So there we go. You know what? I totally forgot to say hi to everybody. Dirty Spots here, Big Bronze Rim, Grand Galvatron. I saw Red Alert in here. Jonathan Carrillo was first in the chat. Sharksy, Joey Johnson, Cool Taj, Jameis Vega. Good to see everybody. Pete Francis Jr. Everybody coming in here. Great to see everybody. Okay, so let's get on to the news. Boy, this is a little smaller than what I would have liked, but it says happy 3-year anniversary Transformers Earth Wars. We completed year 3 as of this coming 2nd of June. I thought it was the 1st, but okay. And we want to thank you, the amazing player community, for accompanying us through this amazing journey. A celebratory anniversary gift will be available in next week's newsletter. So if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, go into your game and sign up right now. It's probably also going to be a global loot link, which will probably be shared out on the fan forums or anything like that. But still, go get the newsletter, or you can keep coming here, and I'll share it out next week during the stream if that is indeed what it is. So they also have a special Golden Alliance name event plan. 3 randomly chosen alliances who complete this weekend's event will be permanently granted the glorious golden color for their alliance name. And the winners will be announced in next week's newsletter. So if that's important to you, get your Alliance guys together and go complete this event. Alpha Fighter's in the house. Good to see you, man. Okay, so details for this weekend's event, and I'm actually pretty excited about this. It's an Alliance event, and you can win up to 60,000 Spark, an Anniversary Crystal, which grants a no-duplicate 4-star bot. So if you can get to the point level, everybody in the Alliance will get a brand new, non-duplicate 4-star bot. Plus, there's also 15 celebration canisters you could win, each containing either a Kremzeek, 1,000 premium shards, or 1,000 3-star shards, which is actually pretty good. Okay, so as we said before, it's an Alliance event. It's the usual times on the weekend. It's just a single prestige. But here's the thing, Super XP. So this is essentially 4 times XP. It's more XP than we get in the usual events. So get out there and go and level your bots this weekend. This is actually a really good event. So how do you participate? You got to be headquarters level 4. Join an alliance. Tap the event button and go select the battle zone. You guys know how to do this by now. The battle zones are the standard battle zones. So here are the prizes. There's not a whole lot of different prizes, so the table's actually pretty small. I've condensed it down. The Spark is going to be the final prize because it's the last thing you get when you reach 400,000 points for the Alliance. If you can get to 376,000 points, you will have collected all 15 celebration canisters. But here's the thing I am the happiest about to see. The no-dupe 4-star crystal is at a measly 106,000 points. That makes it very achievable for most alliances out there. Previous events, maybe not an anniversary event, the big 4-star crystal prize has been down at that 4,000, or I guess up at that 400,000 point mark where you have to complete the event. This time, you just have to get to 106,000. Many alliances, this is achievable for many, many, many alliances, and I'm so happy to see them do it this way. So good luck to you guys, and get to that 106,000 and go get yourself a brand new 4-star bot this weekend. Okay, so now the bot in that crystal, it contains a lot of bots. In the newsletter, they have a long list of all the bots that can be in there, but it's actually easier to tell you who's not in it. It's the most recent bots. For example, Blades and Dirge, the Cybertron, Jetfire and Starscream, Goldfire and Ramjet, Impactor for either side, Sandstorm Octone, Slash, Ripper Snapper, Streetwise, and Cinder Twin. These are the bots that are not available in that 4-star crystal. Every other bot is available, including the Sentius Twins, including Starsaber and Deathsaurus, including Ultra Magnus and Galvatron, Optimus Prime, Grimlock. Everybody except these guys that you see on the screen is a possibility to come out of this new crystal. So yeah, basically it's everybody except the most newest bots to come out. So I think that's it for the event. Yeah, so a little tidbit more information about the Titans and how they're going to be incorporated. They are coming to Earth Wars next week. They will be basically taking the place of the headquarters in the raid event during the week. And basically, they're going to sit down as the headquarters and be kind of a boss battle. And there will be the standard raid defenses like we're used to around them. So you still have to fight through all the rest of those defenses before you can get to battle the Titans. And I don't think I put it on a slide, but they did say something about a special Titan-inspired boost for people who can actually beat the Titans. Now, are they going to be on every raid base, or are they only going to be on the strongest, hardest one? I don't know that. They didn't say. I guess we'll find out next week. That's why I said it's kind of a tidbit of information. They may even talk tomorrow in the stream about more what it's going to be. But they are coming next week in the raids. Now, the next 5-star batch, we talked about this a few weeks ago. They are finally arriving tomorrow sometime. Usually they come right about the time of the stream that the Transformers Earth Wars does. And if you have forgotten or you didn't hear about it, this is the next batch of 5 stars for the Autobots. You've got Snarl, Rodimus Prime, Warpath, Perceptor, and RC. Everybody's really hoping for that RC, I guarantee you. And then on the Decepticon side, you've got Hunger, Motormaster, Skull Smasher, Bombshell, and every Decepticon's favorite, Nightbird. But it's not just going to be them, so we've got some updates to talk about. Most of the new 5-star bots have a little bit of an update, plus there's a few other updates to talk about. First off, Snarl and Hunger. The special ability damage has been increased by 66%, but the special ability cost increase is now 2 points. Basically what that means, I don't remember what they start at, but if they start at 5, it would be, it's an additional 2 points, so it would be like 5, 7, 9, or something like that, instead of maybe, what was it, 5, 6, or I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's the increase, not the first use of the ability. It's the second, third one. It increases. Let's see, and also for every star level, Snarl and Hunger have, this is new, a passive effect dealing a percentage of your damage every second to targets next to you. I don't know how they're going to do that, whether it's going to be basically like a fire effect, kind of like a Megatronus, because they do, when they do their special ability, they turn on, they basically are setting fire to everything. So it would be pretty cool if they had something like that. Time will tell when we get the update and go and see that. Next up, Rodimus Prime and Motormaster, the 5-star, gets a 33% damage increase to the ability compared to other star versions. So this isn't an across-the-board update like the Snarl and Hunger. This is just the 5-star, does have an additional increase in their ability, which makes sense. Higher star levels should have a little bit of a higher increase. RC and Nightbird, at 5 stars, the decoy takes a bigger percentage of health from RC and Nightbird. So the decoy will have more health than a bigger percentage of health than the other star versions. Warpath and Skull Smasher had no changes, so you don't see them on here. They had no changes either. Nothing special for the 5-star and nothing across the board. So Warpath and Skull Smasher will just remain the way they were. Perceptor and Bombshell. Now this is pretty cool here too. For every star level, Perceptor and Bombshell have a passive effect that hacks any outpost bot once per battle for 5.5 seconds. So they got kind of a Liege Maximo thing going on here. Now, it remains to be seen. It sounds like they will hack one outpost bot, not all of them, which is what the Liege Maximo core does. So that would make sense for them to limit this ability to just one outpost bot as opposed to any outpost bot, because otherwise, why would you need a Liege Maximo core? Because you could just send Perceptor or Bombshell. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be they'll hack one outpost bot. And also their ability, again, their reuse ability used to be an additional 3 points to use their ability a second or third time. Now it's only going to be 2 points. So they're actually reducing that. That's going to be very helpful in raids, because these guys are definitely popular in raids. So you can actually fire off more of the hacks of those big thunder towers. I love doing that. Get them close enough to the thunder tower and just keep slamming the hack on that big thunder tower. That's also what the purple Kremzeeks are good for. You can actually hit a thunder tower on the other side of the base that you're not even dropping your bots by. Let's see, at 5 stars, the defense is controlled by the bot's special ability now deal 85% of their regular damage as opposed to only 75% at the previous star levels. And again, at 5 stars, they say the confusion duration, basically the hack duration, lasts longer from 7.8 seconds at level 1 to 14.8 seconds at level 10. I'm not sure what the comparison is at the other star levels, but it's longer for the 5 stars. So, let's see. Next up, Cybertron, Jetfire, and Starscream. They had been only doing double damage to raid buildings. Now they're going to do triple damage to raid buildings. And they also now stun for 7 seconds for any building that can be stunned. For example, the shock towers and the thunder towers cannot be stunned, so you won't be able to stun them with these guys. But like, say, the Luxon disruptors or the rail guns, the big cannons, those kinds of things can be stunned by Cybertron, Jetfire, and Starscream. Plus, they also do triple the damage to them. So, Blades and Dirge, the new bots out. They've already got updates. The Confuse or Hack effect now lasts for 5 seconds for all special ability levels. The hack range has been reduced by 30%, which I think has made some people a little unhappy. It says they can aim at a zone to trigger the special ability, as opposed to an individual defense. And they did say the ability would cause some visual display issues when used on a headquarters equipped with one of the headquarter power cores, and they fixed that so it wouldn't cause problems. Now I don't know if these changes were in effect with the bots that we tested out last week, or if it's been changed from that. I'm not sure. I haven't got Blades yet. That's why he's up here right now, because we're going to be cracking those crystals here tonight once we get done with the news. Alright, and Cheetor and Black Arachnia, the only change here now was the reuse of the special ability. The increase. So after you use it the first time, it will now take 2 points additional. I guess it must have been only 1 point because it's certainly not going to be the same. I think Smokescreen is the only one that's the same every time that you use it. Smokescreen and Breakneck, I guess. So they're not reducing the power or the effectiveness of these bots. They're just saying the second, third, and beyond times that you kick off their abilities, it's going to cost you a few more, well, an additional ability point each time that you use it. Not that big of a change. Skylinks and Blitzwing. So basically what they found out was the abilities as they actually were being used caused more damage than what it said in the description for the bots. So what they're actually doing is they're adjusting the damage that's done to match the description. So basically it was a little bit of false advertising there, in that it says it was going to do a certain amount of damage, but it actually did more. So actually dialing it back to match what's written down. Sure, they could have changed the description to match what they were actually doing, but instead they decided to reduce them a little bit. I don't know how much it was off by, but I don't think it was that much. But they are going to be a little bit more reduced than what you're accustomed to. So there's also a couple of updates to some power cores, some prime cores. The Nexus Prime Core has a new feature. Unfortunately, it's not a feature for an individual bot, which I'm still hoping for. So that way it's useful for somebody who doesn't have a combiner, because right now if you don't have a combiner, this is a completely worthless prime core, which is unfortunate because prime cores are not easy to come by. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. So what they're doing now is if you have this on a bot that you go into battle with and use the combiner, it will... Previously, it only increased the damage of the combiner. Now it will actually offer protection from raid buildings. So when you use them in the raid, they won't take quite so much damage during the raids. And I think that's actually a good thing because combiners are pretty popular to use during the raids. Particularly Optimus Maximus / Bruticus and Victorion / Menasor, because they both have that 4-star special ability, which does have some stun. It kind of helps keep your bots alive a little bit longer during the raids. So, Starscream saying it's worthless no matter what. Even if you have a combiner. Okay, and then the last thing is mostly a bug fix. Some of the defensive cores which offered specific damage protection, such as flak jacket, reflective coating, and the trithyllium plating. Not trilithium, guys. This isn't Star Trek. It's trithyllium plating. It did not offer protection against some of the big defenses like the railgun, the Luxon destabilizer, acid launcher, but now it will. So actually fixing the bug so that it does offer protection against the big defenses. So that's good. And the last thing to talk about is there is an official live stream tomorrow at the usual time, at the usual place on all the Transformers Earth Wars social media channels such as Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. And the legendary Simon Furman is joining the Transformers Earth Wars team to talk about the Titans and some surprises. So, and yes, if you guys are just joining us, this is a 3rd anniversary event, and at 106,000 points for the Alliance, everybody in the Alliance gets a 4-star crystal, guaranteed, no duplicate. So if you get to 106,000 points for the Alliance, everybody gets a brand new 4-star bot. Now, if you happen to be one of those people who has all of the 4-star bots available for your main faction, you get 500 5-star shards instead. But I don't think that's going to be most people. But that is, they did think there are some people out there. So that's what it is. If you've got all the 4 stars, you're going to get 500 5-star shards, which is actually better because a normal 4-star duplicate would only give you 180. So you do get a little bit of a bonus there if you happen to have all 4 stars for your main faction. So, Titan Wars? No, it's not really what it is. They're not calling it that. And it's really not. The Titans aren't battling, even though that's what is showed in the screenshot. They're going to be basically bosses for the raid bases. So, let's see. Okay. Good to see Matt Meads in the house. Good to see you, Eduardo. Andreas Thornton, we've seen you before. Major Dre. Oh, okay. Good to put a real name, I guess, with the Alliance name. Good to see you, man. Troy Steele. Let's see, probably me getting 5-star shards. I do not have all of the 4-star bots. I do not. I will be getting a new 4-star bot. And of course, even if you don't have one of the newer 4-star bots that's not in the crystal, basically, if you have all of the ones in the crystal is what you'll get them. So, I mean, you could still be missing a 4-star impactor or a 4-star blade, say, but have all of the other 4-stars that are available in the crystal, and you'll still get that 500 shards there. So, Big Bronze Rim says he's hoping for Dust Up. Let's head over to the game, and let's go see who I would be looking for. Oh, I had it by name because I had it done by name because I was trying to figure out who was missing from that list. So easiest way to do it is to go down to the ones that you're missing. So let's see, we got Cybertron Jetfire, not a possibility. Windblade is a possibility. Blade, Streetwise. Ultra Magnus, Goldfire is not a possibility. Impactor, no. Hotspot, Gnaw. Sandstorm's not a possibility. Sea Spray. So that's it. It's going to be Windblade, Ultra Magnus, Hotspot, Gnaw, or Sea Spray is what I'll end up be getting. It'll probably be Sea Spray. I'm actually hoping for Hotspot. Ultra Magnus would be great, but I'm hoping for Hotspot because we know Defensor's coming, and I want to get a 4-star Hotspot. We'll see. I might actually hop on this weekend to crack it open. No guarantees. If I'm going to open it live for sure. I guarantee you, I will be opening that 4-star crystal live. If I can't get on during this weekend to open it, we'll be back here next week, and I'll just save it for the stream next week. So keep an eye on the channel. So if you see the notification go out that Hoist is going live, get on over here because we'll be opening that crystal. So who do I have in the lab? I think it's Jetfire. Regular old normal standard 4-star Jetfire. Yep. Got him leveling at 40, trying to get him up to 41. So. Let's see. Blades and Sandstorm ability the same one. Nope. Yeah. Blades and Dirge. Sandstorm is with Octone or Octane for anybody who's familiar with the G1 TV show in toy line. He's Octone because that's what he was in the Titans Return toy line, because they couldn't use Octane, probably because it's a generic term, probably not a trademark, like a copyright, someone else using it, because that's why you have to have Autobot Jazz, because Jazz is such a generic term. They can't call it Jazz. You can't call him just Jazz because they can't trademark Jazz, but they can trademark Autobot Jazz, which is why I don't get why they couldn't go with like Decepticon Shrapnel instead of going Scrapnel. But then again, at the same time, it does get a little weird when you have to keep slapping on Autobot or Decepticon in front of everything. So it's kind of like even like Beast Wars Megatron. We call him Beast Wars Megatron all of the time, but his name in the cartoon, his name in the game, even is just Megatron. In fact, here he is. I did get him transformed for you guys. He's even got the yes face on him. So, this is Megatron. We always call him Beast Wars Megatron because obviously he shares the name with the silver gun / tank Megatron from the G1 in pretty much every other media, but you know. So, but again, anytime you say Beast Wars Megatron, it just makes it seem so long. Anyway, I got another soapbox. I got soapboxes all over the place here, guys. I'm going to try to stay off of them. I did hear his crotch piece is prone to cracking too. Through the single transformation that I've done from Dino mode to Bot mode, mine is so far safe. Knock on wood. And I knew I would be triggering my dogs to go bark, thinking that somebody's at the door. Yes, I did actually see Jobby's video. We got David Cave to do some voices in there. That was amazing, and yeah, so that was really enjoyable that he got David Cave in there to actually do the voices, because I haven't put the batteries in to do the voices, and having seen that, knowing that it's the Japanese, I probably won't. But yeah, I liked how he got him to go ahead and give the voices there too. So yeah, that was very cool. Alright, so before we get to the crystals, I do want to tell you guys something new I started on this channel. I mentioned it last week, and now I'm going to tell you right now, this is completely optional. It's completely optional, but I did activate the ability to join up and basically help support the channel as kind of a sponsorship. They call them memberships on here. And so I don't know if you can see it on the video itself, but if you go on the main channel, and in fact, if you don't want to, let me see, where am I? I had a thing all queued up. You could actually go to the link I'm throwing in the chat right now if it's working, and it should take you to the main channel page. You can hit that join button, and what it's going to do, it's $4.99 a month. That's YouTube's price. That's just a standard set, and if you help support the channel, you get the loyalty badge. Now those are just kind of the default badges they have there, kind of like the weird S or whatever. I can adjust those. I just haven't figured out what to do yet. And if you actually join up, we can talk and figure out what you guys think it might want to be, what might want to do. But also, if you join up, what I'm going to do is we'll have like a monthly members-only hangout where I'll stream, and we'll get you guys on Discord. We'll actually be able to let you call in. We can actually chat in person and about any topic that you want, whether it's Transformers, Earth Wars, Transformers in general. We can talk about the Avengers. You can ask me questions about my life. Now, I reserve the right to hold back some of the things just for privacy's sake. But there's that. Plus, whenever I do a video, I'll give you guys early access, like 2 days chance to go watch that video and comment and all that stuff before I release it to the public. There may be some more stuff coming in the future, but kind of had a deadline to be able to do this before it kind of lost the opportunity. So I chose these things because I think they'll actually be kind of fun to do for everybody. And so yeah, if you're interested, you can head over there, hit the join button, and go through, and I guess YouTube asks probably for some payment information or whatever. Like I said, completely optional if you guys want to do that. Yeah, kind of YouTube's version of Patreon. And I've been thinking about possibly doing Patreon too, because I know this isn't available for everybody through YouTube. If you're interested, great. I'd love to have you. I'd love to see you and hang out with you at the monthly hangouts. But these weekly live streams plus any video that I make is still going to be available for anybody to watch, so you're not going to be missing anything. So, but if you do want to, I would appreciate it, and because any kind of revenue that I get, whether it be from ads or from anything like this, it's going to go right back into the channel by buying equipment, because like lights, microphones, I've even got my eye on some better cameras. I mean, this camera's doing okay, but there's better cameras out there that I'm drooling over, but they're a little pricey. So that's kind of what it's for. It's completely up to you. If you can't afford it, don't worry about it. I don't want to take money that you can't afford. So I gotta tell you, that's hard for me to even put that out there, but because I don't like asking for money. But I mean, if you want to, I appreciate it, and I'd love to hang out with you guys. So okay, enough of that. Let's go crack some crystals, shall we? And you know, if you can't do it monthly, just one last thing, if you can't do it monthly, Super Chat is also available. If you got a couple bucks, you can throw it at me during the live streams. Again, completely optional, but it would be appreciated if you find it in your heart. Oh, that's so uncomfortable. But anyway, crystals. Crystals. Let's crack some crystals. We got a whole bunch of crystals here to crack. We got 44 blades crystals to open. Or what were they? Frequency crystals? Plus I did buy a bundle. They have some impactor crystals. They got some sandstorm crystals. I'm still trying to get some sandstorm in there. Plus we got some Sentius Magnus crystals. I've got Sentius Magnus, don't need them. But hey, you know what? You can still get a 4-star of anybody out of these crystals. Plus duplicates give you power cores. Duplicate 4-star gives 5-star shards, and I'm probably 3 or 4 duplicates away from a new 5-star crystal. So Matt Mead is asking, how do you become a VIP? I'll give you my standard answer. Spend way too much money. Raffle Bozo. I love your name, dude. But yes, he took the words right out of my mouth. You must have been watching some of my streams in the past, because that's exactly what I say. Anytime anybody asks, how do you become VIP? Spend way too much money. So, yeah. Alright, so how about we get these premium crystals out of the way? Or do you guys want to go... Do you guys want to see blades first? Yeah, you know, Kultaj, that number gets thrown around a lot. It's not a set of value, or it may be. Space Ape certainly hasn't released that, but that's... If you haven't spent at least that, yeah, that's so it used to be, it was easier to get VIP early on in the game. Now there's a lot of VIPs and stuff like that too. So let's see. We got any votes? Okay, well, I don't see any. We're still talking about VIPs, so we're gonna go with some premium tickets. Let's warm up the Space Bridge with some premiums. We got Drift. I am looking for some building cores because I earn alloy really fast because I got nothing else to spend alloy on except that shield generator. And I've got some building power cores to level, but I don't have the building food. So this, I did get one on the first crystal, but not that one. There's a bumblebee, there's some food. I wouldn't mind getting some of those a gold power core for the beam laser and shock tower now, because I don't think I haven't pulled any shock tower power cores yet. I do have a couple of bronze laser beam laser power cores on them right now. Will they ever add Slash to Volcanicus? I'm going to say no, because it's not that easy to do a combiner. It's a lot of work, and Volcanicus is kind of a done deal. Plus, in the toy version of Volcanicus, Slash is not a part of Volcanicus. There are some fan modes out there where I've seen people incorporate Slash, but that's not an official thing, so we're not going to see Slash as part of Volcanicus. She's just another Dinobot who hangs out with them, but is not part of the combiner. Kind of like how Off-Road is a Stunticon, who's not part of Manosaur. So... Grand Galvatron got a gold beam laser core. You lucky. Yeah, you're admitting that you're lucky. It states in her bio that she's antisocial. Yeah, it does. And even in the storyline, she was kind of like, you know, I don't want to... I'm just going to go off by myself. You guys are a little crazy. Lucky muffin. Sharksies is saying the Cybertronian charge is better than the slowdown photon for the beam laser. Yeah, actually, it's the Cybertronian charge I think that I got for those beam lasers. So yeah, that's what I have for those the bronze ones. As we've got pull a 3-star duplicate Cosmos. Add paddles. Yeah, they're not even going to add paddles to the game. Paddle is going, hey! I think those are shock tower cores there, the EMP shock. So I got a couple of bronze shock tower power cores I can throw on there. Hey, it's better than nothing. Maybe. I'd have to see. Because with the added ability, I think it stuns them, but it reduces the damage. So I don't, you know, it might be better just to leave those on. Will everyone get a crystal for how much you played the game? Well, not just by playing the game. You have to do things in the game. So by just playing the game, every 8 hours you do get a free crystal. Excuse me, so make sure you do that. And this weekend, being the 3rd anniversary event, if you're an alliance, the alliance gets to 106,000 points. Everybody in the alliance gets a 4-star crystal with no duplicates. So any alliance that gets to 106,000 points this weekend, everybody in the alliance gets a brand new, guaranteed new 4-star bot. So in a way, you do get a crystal for playing the game a certain amount. Shattered Glass Soundwave wants to be in the game. Yeah, I don't think they were going to be doing any Shattered Glass stuff. Sharksy saying, remember when there was a rumor when free crystals were going to be removed? I don't remember hearing that rumor. Me last year, people who started got 5 premium. Oh yeah, you're right. The anniversary gift last year, they did give people a certain amount of crystals. Now they did say something about there being an anniversary gift, so there may actually be something like along those lines. I totally forgot about that. So there may actually be something like that coming out this year. They said it would be in next week's newsletter. So we'll have to wait and see if it's going to be something similar. Let's see. All right, see you later, Kultaj. Don't let the Trypticons get me. Hey, you laughing about the Trypticons? Go back and watch it. It's a while back. I did for the shark bait event. It was probably almost 2 years ago by now. I did a little. Probably the only time I've ever done like a little bit of a skit or whatever. I'm actually quite proud of that video. It was before I got very popular. I hadn't really been doing a whole lot of news videos or streams or anything like that. So it didn't get a whole lot of views, but I was actually very happy with the way that turned out. So if you want to laugh, or at least I laugh at it, is the shark bait. You can go over to my YouTube channel, hit in the search box and search shark bait, and you should probably see that video. Wish free crystals were applicable to the opposing faction as well as the main faction. Yeah, but yeah, most of the, I don't know, half or more of the times I open free crystals, it's not even a bot, it's a boost. Anyway, so Red Alert says he's gonna be reading the Marvel Transformers comic with Hoist on the cover. I remember that one. I didn't have many Transformers comics as a kid, but I remember that one. And I have a feeling that's probably one of the reasons why I have such an affinity for Hoist. That's kind of like the one where Hoist and like the season 2 Autobots like Trax and Grapple, I think, and Skid and Smokescreen, I think, actually were created or were brought to life, but introduced in the comic. And so they were actually kind of out on a training mission with Bumblebee. So yeah, and they end up at a concert with Brick Springstern. Yeah, they're a pretty good comic. I hope I'm not spoiling it for you because I mean it has been out for like 35 years. So, the statute of limitation on spoilers for G1 comics, I think, has long since passed. Hoist Goes to Hollywood. Yes, one of the better episodes that features Hoist. Not that there was a whole lot to choose from. Pretty much that one and Solar Power Tower, I think, were the big ones that feature Hoist. Of course, Solar Power Tower was a buddy comedy with Grapple and the Constructicons. Yeah, the Hoist Goes to Hollywood was popular. Yeah, there's a lot of the... in fact, the Masterpiece figures, the X-Transbots version of Hoist actually comes with one of those alien masks. Let's see. The official Masterpiece Sunstreaker has an alien mask from Hoist Goes to Hollywood. Let's see, the DX9 Richthofen Power Glide, I'm pretty sure has a mask. And in fact, I think the X-Transbot Hoist, I think, had one of those masks for the Masterpiece tracks. So I think the only one who actually had that mask that doesn't have a Masterpiece figure with one, I think, is Warpath. I think Fans Toys coming out with one of those. I don't know how much they are. I haven't gotten a Fans Toy, so I don't know how big they are on accessories. But if they did, I would not be surprised to see Hoist Goes to Hollywood alien mask for a Warpath figure in the future. Okay, we're down to our last 5 premium crystals. Nothing but Dupe City right now, but that's okay. It's giving us plenty of time to talk about other things instead of me just calling out, okay, there's a sludge. Now here's a smoke screen, which I did for a lot of my crystal cracking videos. And in fact, so somebody called me out on one time because I would go, it's like, okay, and there's a blaster, 2 stars. And somebody's like, quit saying 2 stars, 2 stars, 2 stars every time. I'm like, I hear ya. Good point. So, if you think I don't pay attention to what you guys say in the comments and stuff like that, I do. And I do appreciate some constructive criticism. Just don't be mean about it. I don't get many mean comments, thankfully, which I think is pretty unique on YouTube. Although I have got a few. So, but I handle them well because I don't take anything personally. Alright, so that's it for the premiums. We do have a 2 over here. I believe that's at least the 3-star crystal. With all those 2 stars, we definitely got some 2 stars or whatever, and I'm pretty sure, or a 3-star crystal. I'm pretty sure we got a 4-star crystal over here too. We do indeed have a 4-star crystal. I'll go ahead and grab a 3-star there. The meanest comment I've ever seen, you mean on my channel? I can't repeat it. Yeah. There was actually somebody on, it was one of my Durango videos that I did a year ago. Somebody just did it, told me to basically shut up and get to the point. And when I went and watched the video, you didn't have to be mean about the shut up, but the get to the point was accurate. I did kind of ramble on quite a bit and didn't took a while to get to the point, so I just said thanks for the feedback. You know, so there's some kind of a glitch with the Tiger Claw transformer. You mean Tiger Hawk? I'm not aware of that glitch there. Who's the Decepticon equivalent to Sludge? That it would be Straxus. Trying to think. Do you guys want to do blades? Do we want to do blades now? Let's crack some of these blades crystals. See what we get. I know there's some shards in here, like there's some 3-star shards. Four-star shards. Probably won't be getting to another 4-star crystal tonight, though. Hey, there's blades. Good luck charm. We got the good luck charm. Got us the 2-star early on. So we didn't have to, not like Impactor where we had to worry down to like the last few crystals. Are we going to get him? Are we going to get him? Are we going to get him? We got the good luck charm up here. Got us the 2-star blades. Let's hope it continues and gets us the 3 and the 4. You know, I'll tell you what, if that works out, I'm going to go get my Sandstorm figure and throw him up there. I should have had him ready. Raising his tiger form and he won't transform back to bot mode. I haven't heard of that one. I haven't seen it, so I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just not familiar with it. Ooh, premium shards, yay! Blades HQ glitch was fun. Yeah, well, obviously I didn't get Blades, so I wouldn't have even seen it. But yeah, so we did talk about that in the news, where apparently there was some kind of a glitch or whatever, so that they're actually getting that fixed. G1 Sandstorm figure. Well, I was actually thinking about Combiner Wars Sandstorm figure because that's the one that it was based on. But I actually still do have my original G1 Sandstorm figure. He is beat up, but I've got him. I showed him off in the stream back when Sandstorm came out. If you want to go back and look through the archives, I did actually show him off. He's well loved. Yeah, a lot of the one of the joints is kind of loose on his leg, so he doesn't lock in. So he kind of sits at an angle. It's like he didn't have his V8 juice this morning, or whatever. And the stickers, oh, I'm a hot rod, especially my G1 hot rod, but the stickers are kind of rubbed off and stuff like that. So well loved is the way I like to describe them. But another way to look at it is custom battle damage. That's what I would start referring to, like all my beat up G1 figures. I'm gonna say, oh, that's custom battle damage. I know a lot of people like having them pristine, you know, that's why they make the repro labels and stuff like that, and I get it, because it's nice to have all of that. But you know, when it's the figure from when you were a kid, don't give. I mean, I'm over 40 now. You know, I was the target demographic when the Transformers were out, so the whole reason we're here is because of that nostalgia. So yeah, so the fact that some of those figures, not all of my figures from childhood, managed to survive, but some of them did, and I am very happy to still have them. Yes, custom battle damage in the war known as childhood, Grand Galvatron says. Yeah, custom battle damage, because there's a lot of people when they get a new figure, they do the paint and everything to. I mean, even the Siege War for Cybertron figures, they're adding that battle damage. And yes, some people don't like it. Some people prefer to add their own, so they do the dry brushing and stuff like that. I've never done that myself. I've considered it, just never got around to it. But yeah. But custom battle damage, because you know they got the die-cast parts, and when you play them and bump them, you're gonna get paint chips and stuff like that. So my Jazz, my Jazz is terrible. The top is actually broken. You know, it's cracked, and it still holds together pretty good, though. You know, he'll stand up in the robot mode, and he actually comes together in the vehicle mode pretty well too. Believe it or not, that Jazz that I had from G1, it was actually the Cookie Crisp Jazz, if you've heard of that. Basically, the cereal Cookie Crisp, I think it's still around. Way back when, they had a little promotion where if you send in X number of UPCs from their cereal, and a check for like $5.99 or something, they'll send you a figure of Jazz. And I did that. Yeah, so I've got the Cookie Crisp Jazz, a custom battle damaged Cookie Crisp Jazz. and that one, again, is very special because I worked for that. And yes, it was my parents who bought the cereal, it was my parents who wrote the check for shipping and handling, and all that stuff. But I ate the cereal, guys. I ate the cereal. It was good cereal. It's not like I suffered through bran flakes or something like that. But you know how kids are. It's special because you worked for it. You cut the thing out of the boxes and you filled out the card, and so it's got that extra little place in your heart because you worked for it. All right, so far he helped get the 2-star, but he's not really helping with the 3 or the 4-star. The poor bran flakes always getting made fun of. Well, nobody likes bran flakes. That's why they gotta cover them in sugar. I mean, that's basically what frosted flakes are. Oh, here we go. We're lighting up. 3 stars. 3-star blaze, and Optimus says, "Attack!" Woohoo! Can we pull off the trifecta in these last few crystals we have left? We got 4 left. Can we get the 4-star? Can we get the 4-star? What does the Magic 8 Ball say? Magic 8 Ball says, I don't think so. I don't think so, Tim. Oh, it's a home improvement. Oh, man. Oh, that would be crazy if it happened on the last one, so... There we go. So we got a duplicate blades. 2-star with the 3 with a silver power core though. So that's a nice building power core food there. Cool. All right, so we got 2 here. I'm pretty sure one of these is a 3 and probably a premium. Yeah, a couple of premiums. Yeah, let's open those up, get those on Decepticon side. Pretty sure we won't have any more premium crystals, but we could get more 3-star crystals. Probably going to get at least 1 more 3-star crystal. Let's open these Decepticon premiums real quick. Rip Snapper. And Breakneck. Let's open this 3-star Decepticon crystal. Duplicate Straxus. There's your counterpart to Sludge, guys. Straxus. Magic 8 Ball's making some bad choices. Yeah, Magic 8 Ball never told me what I wanted to hear. Who has the worst character design in this game? Oh, I'd have to go look at them all. I'd have to go back and look at them all. I can't really think of any off the top of my head where I was like, oh, that's just wrong. So, is RC the sister of Optimus Prime? No. Lugnut, worst character design? Are you insane? Lugnut's awesome. He's based on probably the best jet flying Transformers toy ever made. Maybe some Masterpiece figures notwithstanding, but the mainline jet formers, because you can't ever get away from a robot with the jet on its back or a jet carrying a folded up robot underneath him, except Lugnut. Lugnut folds up to where he's almost a perfect jet, except he's got a couple of fingers hanging on his wings or whatever. But no, I love that Lugnut figure, and I think they did a fantastic job making him in this game. So, okay, let's go open some Sentius Magnus crystals here. Jumpstream is the least favorite, says Michael. Yeah, Jumpstream's actually very, very true to the toy, though. See, that's the hard thing. All these are really based on a lot of the toys. Like Cosmos, there was the Combiner Wars. Actually, it was even before it was Combiner Wars. He was the Generations, little deluxe class Cosmos. And this is Dust Up here again, just like the Combiner Wars figure. Goldfire, exactly like the Generations Goldfire figure. We showed him off when he came out. Not my favorite design of the toy to begin with, but in the game, it matches the toy. Ratchet. There's Sentius Magnus. Those guys are cool. I want toys of these guys. If I knew how to make toys, I would make these guys, but I don't. I really don't. I wish I did, because I would totally make a custom Sentius Magnus. Chances of them actually coming out with toys of these probably pretty low. You're leaving Sentius Magnus? We're opening your crystals, man. Firefly. Yeah, Octopunch is not... there was no toy of Octopunch, but there was a toy of that Sea Spray. It was in the Reveal the Shield... No, it wasn't the Reveal the Shield line, because it was Deep Dive was the Reveal the Shield, which is a recolor. There's a 3-star Sentius Magnus, but there was a Generation Sea Spray in that exact model. And they just basically threw some tentacles on the back of recolor and made them Octopunch. Actually, I think they did, and I think the Collectors Club did actually make a Octopunch from that model, just without the tentacles. I might be wrong, but I'm thinking the Collectors Club did an Octopunch from that toy. Yeah, I know. As soon as I said make toys, I immediately thought of the company, Make Toys. They make some good figures. I got quite a few of their figures. Yeah. Not all of these are exactly like the toy. Okay, see Hot Rod right here, where they have the pipes going straight out instead of folding with his arms. That one kind of bothers me still. But otherwise, I think it looks great. Optimus Prime, 3-star Optimus Prime. And there's Monkey Prime. This is why Monkey Prime showed up just now. So we got Monkey Prime sitting here on the desk. So someone's celebrating the 3rd anniversary with fireworks over at Sharksy's house. Smoke screen. Oh, someone's made a fan-made Sentius Malice with a Cybertruck. I'm gonna have to go find that. Unless you got a link to it, if you have a link, that would be great if you can share it. If you don't, then I'll go consult the Google. Last Sentius Magnus crystal is a Sentius Magnus. Am I happy getting Groove for Defensor? I'm not sure if it was, oh, sorry about that, Grand Galvatron. Posted a link and Nightbot timed you out. I didn't think that was a problem. My bad. My bad. Sorry, dude. What was I saying before that happened? Oh, Groove. Are we happy about getting Groove for Defensor? Well, that's not confirmed yet. That's not confirmed yet. So, alright, so here we go. We got Sandstorm Crystals, and we've got Impactor Crystals. Let's go do some Sandstorm Crystals. Fingers crossed. Looking for the 4-star Sandstorm. Hey, there's that jump stream that somebody hates. Skylinks. Oh, this guy's terrible. Oh, terrible. Terrible design. Just kidding. Skylinks is great. There's the Sandstorm. Spitting image of the toy. And it's a great toy. I love that Sandstorm toy. There's a 3-star Sandstorm. Needs a 4-star though. Slap another star on there, Space Bridge. Slap another star on that Sandstorm. Yeah, he's got a tiny head, but when you look at how the toy transforms, he kind of has to have a tiny head because Even as tiny as it is, it barely gets through the space that it needs to. They're just trolling me with these 2-star sandstorms. See what I'm telling you? Not quite halfway through the crystals though yet. It's a power glide. Did Optimus have a son with the Alita one? No, Transformers don't reproduce that way. There's Hot Rod. At least in my head, they don't. Uh-oh. Oh! A disappointing Tiger Hawk. We're not going to talk about IDW Scorponok. Did you notice how that storyline completely evaporated? There's Star Saber. Yeah, Groove was name dropped in the dialogue, but there was also a ... after Groove, implying that Hotspot was rattling off a bunch of names and he got interrupted or stopped before he said them all. So I think the door's still open for Rook. I do think it's greater chance of it being Groove instead of Rook, which would be fine, because Groove was part of the original team. And I do have a deluxe Groove if that's the way they go. I also have the Legends Groove if they go that way too. So the cutscene for Blades explains what happened. Okay, well we'll be getting to that here once we get done with these crystals. Man, this is taking forever, isn't it? I had a lot of crystals. This is funny. No, I guess it's funny. I don't know. It's fun. Fun is what I'm trying to say. Not funny too, because we're having a lot of laughs. All right, so we got Skydive there. 2 more Sandstorm crystals. The chances are looking grim of getting my 4-star Sandstorm over here tonight. Are we gonna get it on the final one? No. Just got smelly old pipes. Yeah, it's a little bit longer than what we normally do, Sharksy. I usually try to keep it to an hour, but I've ended before, and we've gone far longer. I think I've done a couple hours once before. You know, we're still going, man. We still got some crystals to get through. I'm not going to cut off and say, oh, we still got some crystals left, but you know what? I'm going to end the stream and go and crack these on my own, and I'm sure not going to be sitting on these until next week. So let's just keep on going, but thanks for the time check. Impact your crystals. Coming at you, gives us a Pyro Magna. Looking for the 3 and the 4 of the Impactor here. Yeah, well, the Victorion stream that you're talking about, that was a little different. That one was planned to go for a while. That was it was during an event where we were going for that 4-star Victorion crystal, and my goal on that one was really just to hop on. I bought one of those bundles with a whole bunch of fuel cells. My intention was to hop on and just spend a bunch of time playing the game with you guys, going through those fuel cells and stuff like that. And yes, the hours long live streams are not usually much for the replay, but so I don't blame you for for not watching through that. But yeah, so there's a dust up. I don't think we've even seen a 2-star Impactor here. We got 6 crystals left though. Have any plans if Defensor comes? Well, I didn't. Maybe I will. There's a 2-star Impactor after I just criticized him for not giving me a 2-star Impactor. Okay, not seeing any 3 or 4-star Impactors either, Space Bridge. Oh man, could you imagine if that actually worked? Oh man, but no, we get a 3-star Firefighter. There's another Impactor. Few more stars. Few more stars in Space Bridge. Got 2 more chances to make me happy. 2 more chances to make me happy. I'm pretty happy we got the 2 and 3 star blades, so that's cool. I sure would like an impactor, a 3 or a 4 star impactor right now. No. Just another 2 star. Okay, that's fine. Let's go over here. What else do we got left? We got exactly 2 3-star crystals. I don't think I've ever seen, except for the beginning of the game, 0 shards for one of these crystals. I don't think I've ever seen 0. That's pretty crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and crack these 2 Decepticon 3 stars. Let's get Wheeljack and Perceptor to fix the Space Bridge. Well, if I got Wheeljack over here to fix the Space Bridge, it would probably blow up when I try to bring a character through. Oh, look at this! It's a new 3-star Decepticon! Ooh, Rodimus Unicronus! Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, so what duplicate 3-star are we going to get? The counterpart to Rodimus Unicronus, Inferno! What are the odds of that? Those are the same guys, it's just opposite factions. Okay, so we got a 4-star crystal. So we're going to get shards, or are we going to get a new 4-star bot out ahead of the guaranteed one this weekend? Let's find out right now. We're getting a new bot! How about that? It is Gnaw! Okay, well, now my chances in that new 4-star crystal are down to just 4, because we just pulled him. So what is it? Windblade, Ultra Magnus, Hotspot, and Sea Spray are my chances. So we're down to 25% chance of getting junk in Sea Spray, and 75% chance of being pretty happy. So cool, there's that 4-star Gnaw. Couldn't ever get him in the event or through any other bundles, but we got him just now. So yes, that's right, Sharksy, we got you. Welcome to my team, Sharksy. Very cool. Jeremy Fields, good to see you, man. Where you been? Where you been? Thank you, Joey. Okay, oh, we gotta see, so apparently there's a Blades cutscene. Let's go see. My voice is too messed up to do any kind of voices, so I'm just gonna read it. Let's see. There's the shuttle coming in. Imagine that. So come on, show me around this strange planet. I want to see the sights. The Grand Canyon? The Great Wall of China? The Pyramids of Giza? What? No, I mean the sights. The worst neighborhoods. The war-torn, strife-ridden hotspots. Hotspot? Blades. You've been here, what, a day? And already you want to pick a fight? Ah, yes. The injuries you received escalating from Cybertron are barely healed. I'm not sure. Healed, schmealed. I'm ready to rumble, Doc. Raring to go. Need to kick some con aft. Come on, Streetwise. You normally know where the action is in a parsec. I'm afraid it's not as simple as that. You can't just get oiled up at McAdams and butt heads. The humans don't take kindly to intervention in their own homegrown wars. It's bad form. But you said these were the Earth Wars. And now you're telling me I can't just detach my rotor blades and start cleaving? How about my photon pistol? Nope. Here, the emphasis is very much on the protect bit of the Protectobots, as opposed to what, the bots bit? Aww. Cheer up, Blades. Sooner or later the cons will stick their ugly heads up above the parapet. And you can get some street fighting action in. Sooner or later. Yeah, the Grand Canyon it is then. So there we go. There we go. 12 parsecs. I understood that reference. All right, very cool. We got Blades, and so we're actually on track for a 3-star Defensor when he comes out. It still depends on Groove slash Rook, or whoever it is, they're still going to be needing to figure out whether it's going to be a 3. Still going to need to be getting the 3 or the 4 star for that guy, obviously. But we're good. We've got at least 3 star for all of the other Protectobots, because so we just got the 3 star of this guy. We got 3 star Streetwise last time. We've got the 3 and the 4 star First Aid, and we have a 3 star Hotspot. So we're looking pretty good over here on my account for defense, or depending on Groove or Rook, depending on who comes in there. Will I even level that 2 star blades? Yeah. Usually what I've been doing with my 2 stars. In fact, I hadn't been doing it for the last couple of ones, but I just did last weekend. I think it was. No, the other farther down. It's like, here's all my 2 stars. I haven't quite got them all maxed, but I think I get them all basically about to level 30. I get them all to about level 30 where they need research. Some of them are beyond level 30. Like Sandstorm, I just got to level 30. Goldfire, just got him. He's been there. Impactor, got him to 20, so we got a little bit more to get him to 30. The Streetwise also. And Cybertron Jetfire, we got them just to level 20 so far, and research past then. So, what am I doing? So, we'll be getting those guys. Oh, we'll level them. Because leveling the bots, that's easy bot power, guys. If you haven't unlocked all of the squad slots on your account, that's easy way to get bot power to open up those squad slots. Level up your 2 stars, level up your 3 stars. Level up your Decepticons. If you happen upon some Decepticon crystals, like say if you're a VIP or something, you get some Decepticon crystals. Well, I guess they're giving us shards. You can use them however you want now, but that's a good way to level up your bot power. Because I mean, if we go back over here and look at my combined power, 196,803. That's crazy amount of combined power. I'm not saying it's the highest, but I know there's people out there they have stronger bots than I do, because my strongest bot there is Starsaber at 2452, and so I've only got a handful over 2,000. There's some people that come I've seen have an entire squad over 2,000, but I probably have more combined power than them because I do level all of my other bots. The drawback of that is that because they have the stronger bots, they do much better in Zone 13 and Zone 14 and in Alliance Wars, whereas I'm just now stepping into Zone 13 with 1 squad. Most of my squads are Zone 12. But it's just a different way of playing the game. And neither way is wrong. So it's great. If your focus is wanting to do well in Alliance Wars and battle maxed bases and Zone 13 and things like that, then you should ignore the bots that you're never going to use, like the 2 stars and some other 3 stars or even 4 stars that you're never going to use. Ignore them. Let them languish at level 1 and keep focusing all your efforts on your strongest bots that you're going to use. If you want to battle the highest bases, that's what you do. Me, I just like I like all of the characters. I like playing with them. I like trying out all the different all the different abilities and just using the characters, because I just like everything. And I'm more of a well-rounded kind of a guy, so that's just another way of playing the game, and that's how I choose to play it, as opposed to getting this super powerful, awesome team. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with either way of doing it. And that's one of the nice things I like about this game, is you can play it pretty much however you want to. So, Sharksy, time check. Where are we? Oh, we're like 15 minutes past the usual stop time. I mean, I never promised that we'd be stopping in an hour. That's usually what I try to keep it to. But we had a lot of crystals to get through. So, Michael says, this stream has been fun. I agree, it has been fun. But Grand Galvatron coming in with the time check at 9:14. They definitely want you to walk bases. Yeah. See, and you know, I don't even, I haven't even really attempted to fight a max base. I mean, even that team that generally is pretty successful in Zone 13, I still a lot of times will just end up running them in Zone 12 just because I don't want to lose the medals, or you know, I want to get. I like seeing the headquarters blow up. I don't like losing. But then when I do that, I'm like, oh, that was too easy, and then I'll go back into Zone 13 the next time around. But yeah, but no, I'm nowhere even close to even thinking about doing a max Zone 14 base, even with the combiner. I couldn't do it. I'm still working on it though. I mean, I've got a few bots over 50. I mean, my Star Saber and Sentius Magnus are at 52. And Star Saber, of course, is level 10 ability, so he's the strongest. He is definitely on the team. He's the anchor of the team that goes into Zone 13. But yeah, I'm working on it. I'm having a good time, you know. That's what it's all about. It's a game, you know, and having fun. That's kind of why I've never really gone on to one of these top-level alliances. Again, I'm just talking about my preferences. I'm not putting anybody down. It's just I don't like the stress of the leaderboards and stuff like that. I remember when they first started doing the leaderboards. Swoop was the first one, was Strafe at the time actually, and Ultra Magnus. And we did try to hit that hard, and we did manage to get the 3-star. We were in the top 50, I think it was, to get the 3-star Swoop and the 3-star Ultra Magnus. But man, that was just a non-stop grind all the way through overnight. I remember we were playing the Ultra Magnus, and I was like, you know, oh, it's cool. It was right around Labor Day, and we had that Monday off. So I was like, hey, cool. I'm going to stay up, and I'm just going to keep playing this. And well, right about 3 o'clock in the morning, somebody comes out and says, "What are you still doing up?" I'm like, okay, guys, I gotta go. So you know, and it's just, I just like having fun and doing the best that I can, while still having a balance or whatever. So, but you know, anybody who likes the grind and wants to do that, more power to you. And you know, I'm glad that you having fun and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's about it's a game. Let's have fun with it. So okay, I told you that I had soapboxes everywhere. All right, time to get out of here. Getting tired. I'm sure you guys are getting tired. That's it. We'll see you guys next weekend. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends. We'll see you next time.